Morning, everyone. Get started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and justice for all. Morning, everyone. Aaron had back surgery last week, so he will not be joining us. So we'll get started and go right through this. Minutes need to be postponed until the August 18th meeting. Only one of the two of us was here for the last one, so we'll skip right to claims. Can I get a motion to approve the claims?
I'll make a motion to accept claims.
I will approve, or second, all approved.
Aye.
All right. Soil and water, Lori, would you like to speak?
To accept the job description and change it from secretary to director.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Vote.
Aye.
Aye. 2-0. Department heads. I'd like to go. Jenny, no. Garth?
Oh. I was gonna say, can't be the money. Okay.
Money wise, she wasn't bad. We started the process doing that. Start some of it. It is anything for us.
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Jason?
Just look here.
Hey, you guys are gonna have to come up here. They can't hear you on the, sorry, sorry. He just let me know.
Just gotta make sure that.
Yeah, just make sure
That's
that,
correct.
I'm sorry.
Progress going. But Katie and Jasmine from the are here. What the changes are for next year's community process. State has changed some of their things that applications.
They have to be back there closer. But you might have to come closer.
Would you come in? Yeah, please. Just trying to get everything picked up.
Previous cycles, there's been quite a few changes to the program that are taking effect this year. In previous years, there have been 2 application windows every year, 1 application period in January and 1 in July. There was an application in January, but going forward, the state is switching to just 1 application period per year. Starting next year, that will be in July. However, this fall, October 1st through 31st, there is an extra application window. The overall pot of money available through the award has been cut, but you are eligible to apply for up to $1 million in grant funds. So we've spoken with Jason recently on his priorities and have prepared a task order to make sure that you can take advantage of that October application period. Let me pull that out. And so the roads that he's planning for to apply for in October are Coughing Brothers Road from State Road 234 to State Road 32 and South Silver Island Road from State Road 32 to Liberty Church Road. So I do have an agreement for that so that we can prepare
I don't know how much detail you want about that application changes, but previously from the time of application award, you had 4 months to get it out to bid. And they have reduced that to 3 months. So we want to be as proactive as possible, and also be as competitive as possible, knowing that there is a smaller pot of money available. Make sure that you're well positioned to continue receiving the grant. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay,
Appreciate all your help with everything.
sure thing. Thanks.
Yep.
Update on the sewer cure. I got a call from Matt last week. We're waiting on 10 months to hook in the power. Alley Electric has already come in, set the box, meter, all that stuff.
So the building's
It's
wired.
new building.
Okay. But
it's not
far into
So,
it.
as soon as they do that, he can go back in and I need to do where the man, where the count manhole's stuck up right now. I
Okay.
interview and we're ready to go. So
Okay.
we're just kind of waiting on 10 more. I know it's scheduled, but I don't know if we're waiting.
When it comes online, could you let Petersburg know or call me and I'll let them know? Because. Thanks.
Yes.
Nothing?
Okay. I went to the Regional Board of Representatives meeting for Ready on Friday, and so there's just a couple updates that I want to let you guys know. In September, they're projecting the 65% funding is going to be spent from Ready 1.0, so that means that the Ready 2.0 funds will be released. The Attica projects have already received pre-approved letters, so all of that is done. They're pushing for the contracts to be signed. So once that's finished, we'll get that money. Hopefully September, they'll start releasing some of those funds for the rest of that construction to get done. So that was the main thing. The other thing, they still need a little bit of information, but I'm going to speak with Julie today and get as much to her as I possibly can. And then this is just a baby potential idea, but there's possible childcare going to be in Petersburg soon. So that was good news. And then and this is Petersburg's also they're doing the art club at the high school put in a grant to do a mural on the retaining wall there at the amphitheater, and they received the money. So we're going to work with them this year, and the high school students are going to paint the mural on there. So that'll be exciting.
Very nice.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning. I have a couple of updates for you. The Decatur legal drain, Venture Power sent an email that they will be fixing the drain at no cost to the county. We will have an engineer on site tomorrow and the day after tomorrow overseeing the installation, make sure it's done correctly. The sewer plant at the jail. I talked to the contractor this morning. I talked to him last week. Tim had asked him to check in on it. Basically, the delay has been from REMC. They cannot work internally until the connection to the building is completed. They came in, they checked the pump, they checked the unit last week. I was there with them when they were doing the checking on them. Everything looks in good shape. We're ready to fire it up as soon as we have electricity. The only thing that remains on the building is foaming. But that's not a priority right now. I told them we need to get the unit up and running, and then we can foam whatever time, he's available to do that. We also replaced the junction box inside the building. It was a normal, NEMA junction box. We made it explosion proof, just because you have some gases and sulfur inside the building. So we swapped that to an explosion proof box. Other than that, the expectation is next week we have connection to the electricity, and after that, the week after, within 2 weeks, that thing should be up and running with no issues. Hopefully, cross your fingers. I also talked to American Pump and Repairs, just because of the lack of knowing who's going to maintain that station. They do have the ability to do maintenance on the station. So if the county so wishes to do so, you can have a contract with American Pumping Repair to do the maintenance on them. Until either we have a person in the county that can take care of that, or if Petersburg is willing to take on that station,
They're not,
Petersburg's out.
yeah.
So
Well, not per the board, per the superintendent of the wastewater plant. She said, no, they've got enough to do.
So I did talk to Tom Fisher, from Hillsborough. He takes care of all their plant and everything. I think he might be retiring soon, so this might be a decent little side job for him. But
Sure.
I don't know. He said as soon as it's up and running, he'd like to come out and meet with whoever. But evidently Covington has something similar to this. He started talking to them about that, so. A little smaller scale than what we have, but something similar, so.
Okay.
What would be ideal is that the day we turn that thing on, somebody from the county is there, whether it's Tom or somebody else, just so they can understand how it starts, how it runs. Maintenance on it should be very minimal. All the pumps, all the gears are sealed, you know. Is it possible we have issues with them? Probably 5-6 years, they have to be greased and stuff like that. But it's very minimal maintenance. All the internal components have been replaced from plastic to stainless steel, so they should work a lot better. So I think within a couple of weeks, we should be up and running on that project. We just need to identify from the county side who's gonna be overlooking that in case we get an alarm that kicks on, and what they need to do if that alarm goes on. Other than that, like I said, you know, probably the commissioner should look at either Tom or American Pump and Repair to do maintenance on them. It doesn't hurt to have them come in annually to do a health check on it, but it's something for you guys to decide on. That's all I got.
Thanks, Roger.
Anybody else? No? Okay, go down to transfers. Can I get a motion to approve these transfers?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second. Vote.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Carol, no, she's here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I think Brad must have gotten detained. Brad Crane and I came to the last meeting requesting, number one, permission for placing a monument on the courthouse lawn. And then also for some financial assistance, and we did not have a response, so we would like to know where we stand with that.
I can't speak for Aaron, but I don't have any problem with the placement of the mural. Council is ultimately going to be the one from this financial side, so I don't have any problem with the placement of the mural where you would like it, but.
So that would be a general approval to go ahead with that. Tim, I don't know if you were there, the proposal was that this is a part of the legacy plan for the bicentennial and the semi-quincentennial. And the idea was a monument that's roughly 4 feet tall in the shape of Fountain County out of black granite. It would have every, I'll give you a quote. It would have every township outlined, and then on the backside of it, would be a,
That's fine, Carol.
every township
I
would
can
be
get it.
listed, okay.
Yeah.
Every township would be
That's
listed
nice.
with something about that township. And then the date that's a bicentennial, the 250th as well as the 200th birthday of Fountain County. We've looked at the placement looked great. We thought it would work out perfectly aesthetically, it would fit in well, so. And then obviously, we're in need of some financial support from the county for not just this, but the entire project. So whatever you could do would be appreciated. So, can I assume the approval is to go ahead?
I'll make that motion. To go ahead to council, go to council for money.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Thank you, Tim.
Vote.
Aye.
How much do you need? Pardon? How much do you need? How much do I need? I never have enough money. This project is roughly 12,000. Okay. Roughly 12,000. We're in the process of sending out letters for, asking for financial support from the entire county. So, and we've had we've been working on this monthly meetings since last July, so we've had wonderful response from all the townships. Roughly 20 people come to each meeting, and some great ideas, but now it's trying to get these ideas to develop, so. I had hoped that the county could give us some type of financial support.
Right. Okay.
Push it to the
So do
council.
I
and see what
wait
they
to
say.
come again?
You know, well, you're gonna have to go to the council
Yep. the
and ask
council.
them for funding and have a number when you go to them.
I will.
I would honestly just go for the whole 12,000, if not, you know, whatever you can't get, maybe they'll cover the rest.
Okay, anything else? I don't need all this, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go to public comment. Henry.
Just wanted to report, Gate Rail Covered Bridge roof was painted at the end of last week. So we appreciate the support of the county and kind of finishing the project by painting the roof. Thank you.
Thanks, Henry.
Anybody else public comment? Seeing no further, next meeting will be August 18th at 6 p.m. I get a motion to close?
I'll make a motion, close.
I'll second. All in favor?
Hi.
Aye. 2-0. Thank you, everybody.